Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Let's Play Kentucky Route Zero. My name is Weasel, and we're trying to look for directions to go to the old church that might still have the records in. Get what you need. Lula said you could direct us to the church. Be straight with me. What is this place? Let's ask for the church. I don't even want to know what this place is. We're gonna have to find the church because they still might keep some documents that we need to then bring back, and also we need to fix his leg. That old storage lot. Just get back on the zero and drive until you hit the crystal, then turn around. Yeah, the crystal. It'll make sense once you get on the road. You can handle it. Fine. Also, we're gonna have to see that weird doctor of his. I wonder if we can actually navigate through the zero. Hey, Blue. How you doing? I like that Blue is wearing a hat. That's really adorable. Also, I should have maybe turned off the engine or so. Seems like an odd choice to keep it running. They move on, or they take a minute to think. We're gonna move on, never stop. Never stop the moving. What? Okay, this is definitely a different looking road. Alright then, we are... The crystal. Hi, crystal. I'll just keep following along. Wait, oh, we're just going in a circle? The feather. Okay, don't we have notes? Okay, notes, storage facility. Sure. Just go back on the way you came, find the crystal, and turn around. Oh. Oh, I gotcha, okay. The cactus. Oh, wait. We're going in a circle, but every time we go around it changes. The antlers. The scarecrow. Are we gonna come back the burrow by any chance, or do I have to go back? Okay, there's the burrow. We're gonna get to the crystal, and then we're gonna drive backwards. Obviously. The crystal. And then we go drive backwards, because that's how you navigate for everything. Okay. The burrow is now gone. Going up, self-storage. There it is. I assume that is it. And we're gonna find a church in there, if I'm not completely mistaken, which I totally might be. St. Thomas Church! Well, St. Thomas. Well, that's cool looking. Well then. This is a thing. For whatever reason, it seems like it's continuously zooming in, but I don't think it is. Random access self-storage. Ooh, we're in the RAM. Does look fairly odd. Looks like really a grid. Hello, janitor. Brandon. Oh, here for the night mass. What kind of mass is it? Tonight, it's homily on work and neat. Huh, I haven't heard this one before. Are you the preacher? Oh, I'm the janitor. I guess this must look pretty strange, a church without a congregation. When they first moved in here, man, this place was packed. They had a mass every night, too, on Sunday. But it got a bit awkward to fit everyone in, and the numbers quickly dwindled once folks started to see it as a thing that was just falling apart. They lost their center of gravity and just started, you know, wobbling, because that's what people do. Then the preacher stopped coming too, but he left his old tapes. Same with the organist, and I found some, old acetates in the Bureau archives. Photos of people in churches, so I keep it running. You do what you have to, right? So this janitor is just living by himself or working by himself here and just keeps playing church tapes. Sure, why not? I mean, at this point, I'm willing to accept everything that the game throws at me. Okay, we all got a job, so I agree. Work is play for mortal stakes. That's the title of the evening's homily, in fact. So I guess if you folks aren't here for the mass, you must be looking for the old Burrow records. I moved them down to Unit C315 to make room for the mass. It's down at the other end of the building, same floor. I need to get the night mass started, but you can borrow my keys. I'll go, you wait here, rest your leg, you're looking kind of pale. Nice lady. Well, I better get this running. Brandon presses play on the old tape machine. Conway listens to the homily. Is your... yeah, sure, let's listen. There are many days on which we proclaim the value of labor and celebrate the piety of the hard-working through feast or abstinence, recognizing Saint Joseph, the worker, who was foster father to our Lord Jesus and who trained him in carpentry and the murder of sweat. And this one is such a day. How do you like working here? It's okay. I don't really know what else I would do. I used to play a lot of card games, you know, in high school. Some of my friends went to college, but most of them just got jobs. Maybe in a few years we'll be hanging out in bars, playing darts or something. You're not allowed to play cards in the bar because it looks like gambling. My leg is killing me. I bet everyone's telling you to go see a doctor. Hey, I get it. Too expensive. My dad cut up his arm pretty bad on a job, but he stitched himself back up because we couldn't have health insurance. But then his hand didn't work very well, and he got pretty depressed, and eventually just sort of... Well, I guess I don't know what you should have done. Yeah, who knows, right? So this is like a hobby? If you ask me what my hobbies were, I'd say card games, science fiction, and perspective geometry. But I run the slideshow, and I play the tapes, and I don't get paid for it. I take it pretty seriously, but nobody's telling me I should. Is that a hobby? It seems like there ought to be a more serious word for it. Okay, that's it. Next, there's some rituals that you and I aren't allowed to participate in, I don't think, and I don't remember them anyway. Hi, got it. Got what? We were just talking about work and hobbies? We're just listening to the sermon. We were talking about work and hobbies. What? I found why we came here. The file on street name changes. You don't look good. Let's head back to the bureau and get this straightened out, and then maybe we should go see the doctor the clerk recommended. I should maybe see him first if I'm, like, looking pale and hobbling around. Maybe I have internal bleeding and I'm slowly dying. You know? Would be a good idea, I think. You know, the doctor thing. But hey, that's just me. Always overly careful. Jesus, are you alright? What in the hell? My leg is stuck. Shit, okay, I'm going to pull you out. We have to get you out of here. There you go. Okay, are you hurt? Can you put a weight on that leg? It's all messed up. Here, let's get you onto the tram. There you go now. Let's see if that thing has power. What? Oh! That was like a memory. Hey, old man, look at me. Can you hear me? What happened? I don't know. He collapsed. I think he blacked out. He was mumbling about the old mine for a minute. The old mine where we went. Can we listen to another one of these sermons? No, I'm good. Don't let me keep you. You have work to do. I think I need to see that doctor. Yeah. Yes, you do. She hands Brandon the doctor's card. How do we get to this address from here? I don't know. It's pretty tricky going back and forth between, you know, here and there. The bureau's the only way I know. Some of the folks do it all the time. Commuters. Just go back the way you came, find the crystal, and then turn around. Sure. I'll try my best just doing that. Okay, find the crystal and then turn around. This is rather creepy, I gotta say. It does look incredibly cool. Oh, there's a crystal. And then we're gonna turn back around. Hopefully finding the doctor. Doctor, give me the news. Are we going to have to amputate a leg? Maybe. Maybe we have to. I should probably have a look on the notes. Bureau of Secret Tourism, river tunnels. Drive clockwise until you reach the feather, pause for... Oh, wait. Kentucky Route 0. Drive clockwise until you reach the feather, pause for a moment to consider the cave walls, reverse direction, drive counterclockwise until you hit the birdhouse, now turn around again and you're almost upon it. To return, simply find the feather again and turn around. What? Okay, I kind of want to find the doctor. I mean, I can see if I can... Oh, yeah, right. Wait. I have to find the burrow. The burrow. Until you reach the feather, pause for a moment to consider... Okay, I'm gonna drive to the feather now. Wait, that's the scarecrow. The feather should come up again. Ah, damn it. I'll just... Oh, there's the burrow. Cool. I guess we're just gonna go to the burrow now that I'm here. This is a very confusing way to travel, I gotta say. Act 2, Scene 3. We're making progress. Bureau of Reclaimed Spaces. Oh, we got the documents. He'll be fine. He's just passing out and, you know, gonna be miserable and whatnot. Hi, Marianne. I'm gonna talk to you for reasons. Oh, there's a ship I see. Can we talk to Clerk Lula Chamberlain? I'm afraid she left in a big hurry, actually. What, something happened with your meeting? She seemed pretty interested in the gas station attendant. We need to get to Interstate 65. Lula filed your papers, so in our system now. I can process you whenever you're ready to go back. Just let me know. We're ready to be processed. Sure. She hands the receptionist Lula's card. Can you tell us how to get to this address? We're looking for Dr. Truman. Of course. This is in a neighborhood just outside of Bowling Green. Get on 65 going southwest. Take a right just past the observatory just before the river. If you continue north, you'll be there shortly. Okay. Southwest. Okay. and right past the observatory. I mean, we gotta get onto the regular roads again. Oh, there you go. Nice. Nice, okay. 60 feet, 65 southwest and right past the observatory. So that's what we'll do. You know what? I'm actually going to stop at Equus Oil and just going... Joseph has fallen asleep in his chair. Oh, we can't really talk to him. Okay, fine. So where's the observatory? There's the observatory. Fantastic. And then we're going to take a right here. Dr. Truman's house? Question mark. The neighborhood at the address on Lula's card has been demolished. In this place is a large museum still partially under construction. Dr. Truman's house. Get on 65 going southwest. Take a right just past the observatory just before the river. If you continue north, you'll be there shortly. Okay, how about we just... Oh, it's a museum. Okay, we'll go to the museum then. Maybe someone's gonna fix us up in the museum. Act 2, Scene 4. Museum of Dwellings. Sounds interesting. This looks like a lovely museum. Let's have a look. I just assumed they were from the power company. You know how they always coming by unannounced and messing with this and that. I just shut myself up in my room to wait it out. No sense getting involved. Museum staff. They definitely weren't from the power company. Well, I wouldn't complain if they were really. With that storm going on, I know they have to do their business. Doesn't affect me. I've got my generator, but you know some of these folks around here unprepared. Totally unprepared. This is getting odder. Flora, I heard the man and the lady talking when they first came in. Ah, interesting. Like we're, you know, talking as the museum staff to each other about them. Okay, but they didn't see me. What were they talking about? The man said that his legs was hurting him. They were looking for Dr. Truman, but he was already gone. But they didn't know, so they kept looking around. Oh yeah, he was talking to his dog. Guy was a weirdo. Doesn't seem that weird. You don't seem the guy. Tall, kind of stooped over, limping bad, looked like an old drunk if you asked me. I bet they were both drunks, breaking in here looking for a place to sleep it off. Well, thank you, Thomas. What a condescending dick. I just feel bad for that old dog getting dragged all over by a couple of drunks. Old dog like that should be sleeping on a porch somewhere, but that's loyalty for you. Well, they didn't stay long anyway. Oh, umbrella. Nice. So, we're just gonna keep walking around until we spot something, I guess. Until we see something that we can interact with. Huh. I don't think I can go up. Oh, actually, I can go up there. Are those just regular doors? Oh, yeah. Oh, that's where we came from. Well, then. Well, that's fairly odd. I wonder if I can do anything with that. Nope. Can't walk out here. So I'll just keep going south. In the hopes that there's something waiting for me to interact with. Oh, the whole scene turns. I love when it does that. It's really impressive. A one static scene becomes very non-static, whatever the word would be. Dynamic, that's the word. Hey there! Flora, I was playing in that empty cabin and they came by. They asked about Dr. Truman. I know where he went, but I didn't tell them. Why? Where did Dr. Truman go? It's a secret, Ezra told me, and I can't tell anyone else. Who's Ezra? He's my age. He doesn't really live here. He's just passing through with his brother Julian. First, they're going to help us, but I can't say more about that. We have a lot of secrets. The lady asked me about my parents and told me they were upstairs in the greenhouse. Do you want to hear a weird story? Of course I do. The old man asked about the cabin. He said it looked like in the house he knew, and he wanted to know where it came from. I told him nobody lived here, so he went inside. He took a long time exploring. When he came back out, he told me all about it. Huh. Where was the other house he knew? What did he find in the cabin? He went upstairs and he also looked around the corner rooms. I played with the dog. What did he do upstairs? He looked in some boxes. He looked out the window. He could see the museum better than when he was downstairs. He could tell how it was all put together. And the cabin too. He could see the shape of it better from up here. Now, the part that's weird. He said he went into the basement. That cabin doesn't have a basement. He said he found a staircase in a closet. Then he found the rope leading down a long pit and climbed down. He was surrounded by giant aphids, but the aphids were friendly and led him to a secret garden. The garden was very beautiful. He felt so calm he fell asleep, or he found a tunnel leading back upstairs. He felt so calm he fell asleep. He woke up on the floor in the cabin, he came back outside and said goodbye, and I didn't talk to them anymore. Well, that was interesting. Also quite confusing, to be honest. I have no idea what just happened. Well, I'm glad we had this conversation. What is going on with that parrot cage there? Or bird cage. Doesn't necessarily need to be a parrot cage. Yeah, it's a museum. The moment I now recall most clearly from their short visit was the birdcage exhibit. The old man stopped to rest, or maybe to think. The young woman had been anxious up to that point, but she stopped as well and examined the birdcage more closely. It seemed to elicit a tenderness from her. She ran one fingernail along the bars of the wire cage, marking out a tuneless scale like a child's xylophone. And then they moved on. Okay. So what's going on over here? Ooh, more oh, hi there, sir. Who are you? Are you just a statue? Oh, you're not letting us talk to you. That's fine. Fine. Let's have a look there, though. Sure, I talked to them for a bit. Actually, we talked for quite a while. I wasn't busy. I was happy for the company. Can't sleep in a storm like that. I never could. What did you talk about? I told him to put his umbrella away. I get great shelter right here. I had a bottle on my coat. I could see the old guy looking at it, and his leg was hurt pretty bad, so I offered him some. He got real awkward about it. I bet he's in a program. Anyway, they were asking about Dr. Truman. I remember him. He was here for a bit, and then he left. So that's what I told them. Well, I guess I'll take off my umbrella to talk to him. I can see how that's weird. Well, he left. Cool. My leg is still all messed up. Fantastic. We should maybe go to an emergency room because I don't look healthy. I don't look good. I'm very worried about my own health. We ought to get some real chickens in that coop. Do some homesteading. None of those folks know how to live off the land. You know what I mean? It's just a display. Another kind of dwelling. Oh, it's the Museum of Dwelling, right. Yeah, no offense against you guys. I mean, I appreciate what you've done for us. What an odd conversation to have. A barn. What about the barn here? I wonder. I think you need to get some real horses in the stable. Do you like horses? Not anymore. Now I like jungle cats. You should get some real panthers in the stable. And it's a dog hut. That dog was in nearly as bad shape as the old man, just sort of shrugging along. They found some treats in the doghouse exhibit. That seems to cheer him up. Well, I'm glad. And then there's the barn we saw earlier at the Marquez house, which I would like to see more about. Hi. Doesn't up. Yes, please. I want to go to the barn. Please let me go there. Somehow. Maybe. I don't know. Nope. Doesn't look like they let me enter the barn. But there seems to be another building over there which I might be able to go to. I'm just gonna, you know, shrug along, as he likes to say. Jesus, bright house. And the kid comes back out, which is super awkward. Maybe that's me from the past. Nope, can't go there either. Well then. This certainly is the Museum of Dwelling. Maybe there's something on the other side of the museum. That'd be fairly interesting. I love how this turned into a museum exhibit. Oh my. What do we have here? It looks like a trailer park. Can I go inside? Oh, we can have a look at the little sign. I guess they must have gone through some papers here. It was some disarray and a few folders were pulled out and left on the table. I mean, it wasn't too bad. I only noticed cause Diane is such a stickler. She's real organized, I mean. What folders were they looking at? Yeah, mostly stuff about the building site, I guess. They had a list of all the homes we relocated here. A list of original residences before we leveled the neighborhood. I guess they were looking for one of the old residents. They pulled out a list of folks who didn't take the offer, folks who moved elsewhere, but they filed that back. Out of order, so I guess they didn't find what they were looking for. While I have you here, work's kind of slowed down and it seems like, I know you folks know what you're doing, but it seems like the residents are just kind of settling in. That's the idea. Yeah, I get that, just about, how about that roof? You just write us a check and we'll finish it right up. I know you've got this museum thing going, but you don't want to be slumlords now. I guess. Well, that's fairly odd. What about that little trailer or that tent? There's so many things here. I wonder what they're trying to tell us with it. Okay, let's have a look at the tent. Given that it's a museum of dwellings, they definitely have a meaning. They were hollering at that empty tent you folks have on display. Huh, if you ever need anyone to stay in there, I've been in worse positions. I guess I'm not gonna stay in there. What about that little house over here? That seems rather interesting. Okay, shack. Do you know, at first I thought it might be Hudson walking up to visit. I heard him working on his boat just a bit earlier, before the storm started. But then I saw the stranger's limping gait and the young woman with him. And I knew it couldn't be. I invited them in for a glass of bourbon, which they politely declined, so I just talked to them on the porch for a bit. What did you talk about? Oh, we talked a bit about the neighborhood. I told them about Hudson and his sailboat, and a nice young couple in the greenhouse, and a charming Dr. Truman who used to live here. They were very interested in him, but of course, well, I don't know where he went. Do you know, I don't believe either of them have ever set foot on a houseboat before. I don't know that the older man had ever seen an ocean, in fact. It has always been my fondest dream to retire on a houseboat. That's why I accepted your offer and moved in here. Isn't perfect, but what home ever is? I only wish the house would sway a bit. I find that it settles my nerves. Well, if we have another storm like the last one, yeah, maybe. So people move in here? It seems rather odd. Wait, can I... Oh, I can't walk over there. Maybe there's something of relevance. Doesn't seem like the map. Oh, nope, it's turning. Nope, there's the end. What about the Ooh, where's this going? Interesting. I'm intrigued. This goes up. I want to go up. That was very, yeah, dwellingly. That's the best word. Come on, dog. Doge, come in here. We have places to be. Good boy. Good boy. Good blue. Oh, lovely. We're out in the rain. That's in the loud rain. So, I wonder if there's a reason why we're up here. There's a house. Fantastic. Oh, and a giant-ass bird with a roof. Giant eagle. We were working in the greenhouse and I saw them come up the elevator. They were lost, obviously. It was obvious. Well, to you, I wasn't lost. I was totally fine. Also, I'm wearing my umbrella now because I'm already soaked. So I might as well wear the umbrella. What the frig is that? Oh, of course. I saw them looking at that odd-shaped building. Sure, the round metal one. Did they go inside? Nope, they just looked at it for a bit. I don't know that I'd feel safe setting foot in there personally. I always feels like it's about to take off. Actually, I guess it's sort of romantic. Anyway, they seem to be interested in it. Tired, huddling under their umbrellas, they still hope to examine... Oh, they still stop to examine the strange building. Well, that's certainly interesting. Ooh, does it turn... Ooh, it turns fully around. That's so cool. It's a boat. I'm on a boat, yeah. Difficult to see or even hear a storm like that, but I was aware and alert, studying the week's forecast. It should even out shortly, I'd say. Did you talk to them? Yes, we had a short conversation. The young woman heard my radio correctly from the cabin and asked about it. The old man was a bit disoriented. Disoriented how? He asked the most inane questions about my boat, whether it took out fishing off and nonsense like that. I tried to explain to him that I lived aboard, that I'd lived in a small apartment on his land before, and I kindly offered an opportunity to live here in a sailboat when the neighborhood was raised, and so on. Difficult to communicate in a noisy storm like that. I think he might have been a bit hard of hearing to boot. Well, then they had to leave looking for a doctor, I think. The old man was having a bad time. It was a short conversation. Well then... Oh, the greenhouse. Fantastic. That's probably relevant. Flora was playing down on a lower level, and we'd been having a glass of wine in the greenhouse. We ducked out of the way when he came in. After all, they were complete strangers. We didn't know them. Did you overhear them talking? Well, I heard the young woman ask her friend about his job. He's some kind of furniture collector or dealer, I think. It didn't sound like they were going well. Things were going well. Maybe they were looking for a buyer. Yeah, definitely some kind of furniture collector or dealer. I heard him talk about antiques. Well, what I'm gonna do with this information then? I guess we're gonna keep going in a circle. And hopefully come... What's up with this giant eagle carrying around whole houses? Ooh, Ezra! Yay! I saw you folks drive up. I like your truck. What kind of truck is that? We've got a couple of them at the shop, but this is just the only one that runs. Let's have some small talk before we ask where the doctor is. Oh yeah, with the truck you've got to keep it up. That's why me and Julian don't use a truck. We just carry the houses. Where do you take the houses? Me and Julian take them out the forest every night, and then we bring them back in dawn before the museum opens. Is Dr. Truman in the forest? Yes, ma'am. He's out in the forest. Me and Julian took him out there a few nights ago, and he didn't want to come back. He lives there all the time now. This museum is an okay place to live in the daytime, but it's no good at night. Folks just can't sleep in a place like this. Or when they do, it gives them nightmares. So we take them out in the forest to sleep and then bring them back in the morning. I'm getting pretty tired myself. He hurt his leg. We're looking for the Truman to help him out. Can you tell us how to get there? You have to follow the Green River way out east and then hop over Lake Cumberland. The roads don't go there, but me and Julian can take you. We're just about to go anyway. I've just got to call him over. I did the best I could. But yeah, that's probably the bird that was flying in the background. That's probably Julian. Well, where is Julian? Julian better get his feathery... Oh, my. Who's gonna pay for those umbrellas? Seriously. Those things were probably expensive. Have you ever... I mean, seriously. All right, then. I'm on a bird. That's fantastic. I think I'm gonna continue this in the next episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. We're gonna go east on the bird over the river. I think that's what it wanted us to do. Can I go here? Green River. Ah, okay. Over Green River, they said. Small figure. Bait shop. What about the small figure? What's going on at the small figure? Tiny gray figure walks along the side of the road, carrying what appears to be a guitar case. He is closely followed by a smaller shape, a dog. He looks tired. Elkhorn Mine. What about the Elkhorn Mine? What's going on there? From above, the huge swaying tipple looks like a small wooden lattice framing the edge of the mine entrance. What a beautiful description. Okay, we're gonna keep following the river on east. Lake. A shadowy figure drags itself out of the lake, stuffs its limbs into a small blue suit, and trudges slackly out of view. I'm glad I got to see that. Oh wow, we're really far out the way. We'll just keep following Green River. It'll be fine. Oh wait, okay, now this is the end of Green River. Where do I need to jump over? Let me have a quick look again. Follow the Green River way out east, then hop over Lake Cumberland. So is this Lake Cumberland? No, that's Green River Lake. So let's keep following this thing now. Wait, oh, that might be it. Big ass lake over there. Swamp. Sure. From a distance from the air, it first looked like a swamp. Vines have grown over the street lamps. Flower bushes obscure the streets. A few houses have slipped partially into the ground, foundations cracked by underground rocks. Okay, we're gonna hop over Lake Cumberland in the hopes to find the forest somewhere around here. Man, talk being out of the way. Ah, this looks like a foresty thing. Forest! Yay! We made it! Hooray! Well, and here we are in the... Wait, that is not me. That's... Oh, am I Dr. Truman? I don't know. Look at this cool bird. Shannon, it's okay, just take it easy. I'll just close my eyes. I don't think that's a good idea. Just take some strain of your leg for a minute and then we'll keep going. Why is this delivery so important to you? It's my last delivery. Oh, you're retiring or something? Or, sorry. Lizette's closing up the shop. I'm just not as tough as I used to be. She's closing up the shop. That's, damn. Yeah, that's a bummer. So, who's that guy? Oh, that's Ezra. How'd you come up to be with these people? I bet you were pretty wild when you were younger. Oh, he's starting to blue. When I'm old like you, I'll still be wild. Maybe. Oh, now he's standing there. Fascinating. Shouldn't be much farther now. I think I see where the settlement ends over there. The forest is full of shadows. Those woods go on forever. Well, no forest goes on forever. At some point, there's always a road or something. A parking lot. Don't act so defeated, okay? I just need to rest. We're almost there. Dr. Truman will have a nice couch or something you can rest on. And some medicine or something. I don't know. Hopefully. Oh. The tent just keeps disappearing between the trees. Oh my. How long have we been going? Do you have any family you're close with? Brother or sister or kids? I have a brother, but I wouldn't say we're close. What does he do? Some kind of banker, kind of a jerk sometimes. Yeah, I know the type. You never talk to him? He's too good for me, I guess. Nah, I burnt that bridge pretty bad. Yeah, Conway sounds like a person that might have done that. Who knows? I guess I was always closest with Weaver. As close as someone can be with a girl like that. She always was on her own wavelength, but we were the same age growing up and everyone else was so busy. When she disappeared, I got pretty angry and I guess I just stayed that way. I never really understood her, but I knew her. It's lonely without someone like that around. Sorry, you're a good listener. Okay, seems like we're gonna keep going. Huh, look at the car there. That's intriguing. Really interesting effect. Well, hello there. Did we make it to Dr. Truman's house? He's inside with Dr. Truman. Are you coming in? Where have you been? We lost sight of you for a minute. Are you coming in? Sure, I'll come in. Dr. Truman lets me watch TV sometimes. My folks never watch TV, but I like the way it looks. You said you lost track of your family earlier. Yep, it's easy to get lost, especially out in the woods like this. I never really get lost though. I just look out for Julian. He's always around. My folks had a really nice house, bigger than any of these houses, but it made them worried all the time, then the bank took it back. We had to sleep at the bus station, but I couldn't ever get to sleep, so I just went out to fly around every night with Julian. We flew really far and we never got lost, but when we came back in the morning, they were all gone. They just left you? I don't think so. All of our stuff was still there. Maybe they just got lost somewhere. Let's see what's on TV. Well, doctor, do we have to amputate? Do we have to take it off? I hope not. I hope not. And yep, I think during that exit interview is when you really realized how badly they had me. But how else can you pay for medical school? I have college friends with debts that you can't expect to pay that back unless you're planning to sell painkillers on the side or something. Or, you know, some kind of administrative thing. I don't know. Having seen what arthritis did to my grandmother and my best friend in high school destroy his wrist-building synthesizers. I mean, he was like 17. Ailments of the joints and limbs just seem important to me. I hope that answers your questions. Getting a scholarship with the pharmaceutical company had a lot of strings attached, but at least I have somewhere to practice. Even if I have to follow their market trends for a bit. And hey, thanks to all those seminars, I'm an expert on the medical uses of neuropneal trademark. It's not too bad. So how about the leg? What happened exactly? It was like something grabbed my leg in the dark. My leg was crushed by falling rocks. Crushing injury. Yes, those can be pretty bad. Everything gets compressed and there are a lot of little pieces too. You know what? Never mind. Let's take a look. How bad could it be, right? And then he just screams, "Oh my god!" What are they singing about? They're singing about travel, they're singing about going home, or they're singing about hard times. Hard times sounds good. Yeah, everybody is pretty rough right now. Even if you just want to go home, you'll have problems. Like, it'll be too dark and you'll get scared. It's hard sometimes, but things have a way of working out. Maybe we can just stay lost in the dark. Maybe you'll be okay with that eventually. Yeah, it's hard sometimes, but things have a way of working out. Dr. Truman's going to help your friend. He'll be okay. I like the panning back and forth. It's really cool. Well, Conway, I didn't look at your leg yet, so... But it's nothing we can't handle. You might have a few things to look out for the future. Be a bit gentler with the leg, the way you walk him, but you'll be okay. I've dealt with similar cases before. So the anesthetic we'll use is called neuropneal. It's pretty experimental, but it's more appropriate in cases like yours. The way it works, I'll count backwards from 5 to start a process, and then we'll just have a normal conversation as the neuropneal takes effect. Then I'll get started. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1... So let's talk about billing for a moment. The pharmaceutical company I'm contracted was really hard to read what's going on there. And here I am. Somewhere lost in the forest. Yeah, that seems normal to me. Damn drugs. Anyway, guys, that concludes Act 2. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, please leave a like. I'm Weasel. I'm out, and I hope to see you around. Bye-bye.